Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is a favorites video, so if you are interested in seeing what I have been grabbing for every morning, then just keep watching. Okay, so this is going in no order whatsoever. These are just everything that I've been really using. Number one is the Too Faced Chocolate Bar Palette. This is such a staple palette. First of all, this looks super busted, so I'm sorry, but I've actually been filling my brows in with this dark brown color, so this is like for sure every day. I set my eyes with this light cream color, and then I can do like a total everyday look with this palette. So I have definitely been using this. This is like an all-in-one type of thing for me, so if you haven't tried this out or if you don't own it, I would definitely recommend sometime in the future trying out this palette. First of all, it smells like chocolate. So good. And second of all, it's just really like there are so many uses for it. You can create so many looks. So yeah, definitely love this palette. Second thing I want to mention is the Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette. This is actually my sister's, but I think I use it more than she does. I absolutely love the colors in the palette. I love using dark cocoa to bronze. I use medium cocoa to contour, and then I use light cocoa to either set my eyes or like brighten up my under eyes or clean up my contour line. I don't really use Pop of Light, which is the highlight shade in there, because I think the glitter chunks in it are a little too big. I like a really not natural, because highlight isn't natural looking, but I really like a glowing highlight rather than a sparkly one, if that makes sense. So that's why I don't use that one, but I love, freaking love, the Contour Bouquet brush. This is an amazing little brush. I don't know if they actually sell it by itself, but it comes in the palette. This is what it looks like. This is just like my favorite little new contour brush. So I've been using this almost every time I contour. It's really, really nice. Real nice. So next, moving on to concealers, I have two. One is the Tarte Shape Tape Concealer, and the other is the NYX HD Concealer. These are two different colors. If you look real close, the NYX one is a little bit darker. So what I've been doing recently, because I love a bright under eye highlight, is using this, like putting this down first, and then up in my inner corner, not my inner corner, but up closer to my eye, I'll go in with the lighter highlight, and it just makes, like, look at, like, my under eye is pretty highlighted right now. I love this look, so that's how I achieved this look. But I have been using this. I also use concealer to prime my eyes. This stuff, the Tarte concealer, actually smells like, it smells good. I don't know what it smells like, but it smells good. So that's a mega plus. But yes. Okay, so next I have some more face makeup products. I know I've mentioned this 1,000 times on my channel before. The Balm's Bahama Mama Bronzer is perfect for contouring. If I'm not using that Too Faced Cocoa Contour Palette, I'm using this to contour, because this is just like the most perfect gray toned contour shade I've ever seen in my life. Contour, you really want to make sure you have a gray tone bronzer for, so it just looks a little bit more natural, and then bronzer, you want like that kind of orange undertone to make you look sun-kissed. So that's the main difference between the two, just in case anyone's wondering, but this is an excellent powder for that. And then I also use it to do my nose as well, because it's not going to overpower your face, and if you overdo it, it's really, really easy to like brush off and blend out, so it's like, it's a lifesaver. And then the next thing I have from the Balm, which I actually used today, is the Frat Boy bronzer. This is just a really blush, excuse me. This is what the inside looks like. The Balm always has the cutest packaging ever. But yeah, so as you can see, it's just a really, really pretty everyday pink blush. It's got like a peachy, corally, more dusty rose, I think, looking at it personally. But that's like my favorite shade of blush, is just that dusty rose color. I think it's so pretty, especially on like super, super duper pale people. It just like gives a really nice light to the face without being like a bright pink blush on your skin. So I really, really like this. I've had this forever. I still use it. One of my favorite blushes. I was about to say brushes. Excuse me. And then next up, the highlighter that I'm actually wearing today. This is Laura Geller's Gilded Honey. This is like the prettiest golden highlight that I own. Again, it looks super busted because I've been using it a crap ton recently, but this is hands down one of my favorite highlight shades, especially when I'm super tan. I love that golden bronzy look, and this is just like the perfect highlighter to really make sure everything ties in together. So I've been using this every day. I was in January pretty much self-tanned the whole time. February I've let loose a little bit, but I'm still using this to highlight, and as you can see, it's not like too dark for very pale people. Too dark for very pale people. So if you're really pale and you thought this would be too dark, girl, tell me, does it look too dark? Next, you guys have seen me use this in my tutorial. I wear mascara every single day of my life. And this is the mascara that I've been using all this like whole year, so January and half of February. This is the Maybelline Lash Sensational. I usually just do one, maybe two coats if I'm really looking for volume, but normally one coat does the trick. This is a very volumizing mascara, and it makes my lashes look a lot thicker than they are, so I really appreciate this because with that volumizing and thickening formula, it does not make them look clumpy. Like, they're very separated, but they're still thin, but they're still thick, if that makes sense. It's just like the perfect combination, so I would definitely recommend picking one of these up. You can find them at like Target or Walmart or Walgreens, you know, pretty much wherever. Anywhere that Maybelline is, I'm sure that they will have this mascara. So the very last product I have is a hair care product, which I actually used in my hair today. This is by Shea Moisture. It's the Jamaican Black Castor Oil Strengthen and Grow Leave-In Conditioner. Kind of a mouthful, but if you have dry, frizzy hair, you need to try this. Or if you've dyed your hair, like literally if you have any type of hair problem, honestly, just try this because it's just, first of all, it smells amazing. Second of all, I can definitely tell a difference. When I started using this, I used to get like staticky hair. Like, I have a blue kind of fleecy jacket that I wear a lot, and my hair would always just stick to it, and I love to wear my hair down. Every once in a while I pull an updo like this, but I really like to wear my hair down. I just feel a little bit more confident that way, I guess. And my hair would stick to my jacket and my body, and it would be all over me and staticky and just the most annoying thing ever. But as soon as I started using this, I literally had no more static. My favorite way, oh, I guess I could show you, it's like really runny stuff. It's like a more liquidy conditioner. I don't know if you can see it, but it like moves a lot in there. Anyway, what was I saying? My favorite way to apply it is to brush my wet hair out. I know that's not the healthiest thing for hair to brush wet hair, but if you're careful about it, if you take your time, you'll be okay. If you're gentle, you'll be fine. So I like to brush my hair out, and then I like to put some of this on my palm, and then what I do is take the teeth of the hairbrush, and I just kind of like smear it into my palm a little bit. I don't put a lot on my palm because if you overdo this, your hair can look a little greasy, but I do that, and then I just kind of like brush through my hair, and I work from the tips up. So I start at the tips, and then I go a little higher, and then I kind of touch on like the top of my head. But that is how I like to apply it. This stuff has worked miracles for me. I believe I just saw this at Target today, and I think it's also at Walgreens. I'm not sure about Walmart, but again, I'll have everything, as always. I don't know why I said again because I haven't said it yet, but I will always have everything that I use listed in the description box so you can find whatever it is I'm talking about. But yeah, this has like been a total complete game changer for my hair. It's also stays so much more soft and so much less knotted. I think one of the things that comes with frizzy hair is having really knotty hair, especially if you like straighten it or something. So this has really kind of like transformed, it's changed the game. It really has. Alright guys, so this is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed this, and maybe if you're looking for something new to try out, I hope I just showed you something really cool. Again, these are products that I'm grabbing for pretty much every day. I switch them out a lot, I use them together, so again, great everyday products. That's what I've been using. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I love Ardell Wispies. I'm wearing them right now, but you guys know that. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching. Everything I use will be everything I mentioned, because this was not a makeup tutorial now. Everything I mentioned will be listed down below. Until next time, you guys can catch me on my social media platforms, also linked down below if you have any questions or something. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys!